Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Power of Makeup video. The Power of Makeup was created by Nikki Tutorials, and the point of this video is because people seem to think that the only reason people wear makeup is to impress other people or because they're insecure, and that's just simply not true. This is kind of just a slap in the face to everyone who thinks that. So I'm going to be doing this side of my face with no makeup and this side with a full face of makeup. If you're interested in seeing this, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start my makeup on this side. First, I'm going to prime with this e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer. This is new, I just got this, and it's very shiny. Next, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I'm applying that all over my face with my Beauty Blender. Now I'm going to be moving on to my eyebrows and then my eyes. For my brows, I'm using the Maybelline Brow Drama Pro Palette and the Anastasia No. 12 brush. Just gonna spoon it. Now I'm going to set my eyebrows in place with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I'm going to prime with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And then I'm just going to blend it over my finger. I'm going to set that using a Real Techniques contour brush and powders from the Kat Von D Shade Light palette, using the lightest color just to set it. I'm going to add some tape to the corner of my eye to get a very precise look. So for this look, I'm going to be going back and forth between the Naked Smoky palette and the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. First, I'm using Stark from the Gwen Stefani palette, and I'm just going to put this in my crease. This is just kind of a base color to start off with. Next, I'm using Anaheim from the same palette, and just also put that in my crease and a little bit above. And I'm kind of winging it out at the side. Now I'm going to use Zone and do exactly the same thing, just to create a little bit more depth. Now I'm going into the Smoky palette and using the color Whiskey. And this is just going to be mostly on the outer crease. I'm just going to make this in the outer V actually. And I'm just using one fluffy brush like the whole time for all those colors, but I am going to blend it a little bit more using a smudger brush. Now I'm going back into the Gwen Stefani palette and I'm using Blackout, and now I'm going to be using a brush that isn't as fluffy. It comes to more of a point, and I'm going to put some black on there. With a very light hand I'm going to be doing this, or else I'm going to make it look horrible. Just add a little bit into the V and then blend like your life depended on it. Now with a pencil type brush, I'm going to use Whiskey from the Smoky palette and put a little bit in my inner corner, just for a little bit more depth. I feel like it needs just a little bit more something. Just really lightly. And then I'm gonna blend that out. Now I'm using Dirty Sweet from the Smoky palette and a flat brush, and I'm just really gonna pack that on to my lid, just my lid. Going back with this pointed brush, I'm just going to use some black and just define the outer V, just right there a little bit more, because it kind of got rubbed away with the lid color I used. Now I'm taking a flat brush and using Baby from the Gwen palette and putting that right in the center of my lid. And I'm going to blend that out. Now I'm going to take 13 from the Smoky palette and highlight my brow bone. And blend the harsh ends. And for right up in here, I'm going to use bath water. that is not really enough pop, so I'm going to use blonde instead. Oh, that's good. Okay. Now I'm going to take a small angle brush. This is from Flower Beauty. It's the EO2 brush, and I'm going to use this to give a winged liner, but I'm going to be using the eyeshadow Blackout from the Gwen palette instead of a eyeliner. So that's it for now for my eye makeup. I'm going to come back to it after I've done some of my face makeup. So I took the tape off and now I'm going to kind of just brush away all the black that fell out, just using a huge powder brush. Now I'm going to highlight and conceal right along here, down my nose, and up here. And I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 10. Now I'm going to blend that out with my Beauty Blender. And I'm also going to add it above my lip. And now, of course, under my eye. Where else would I put it? Except all over my face. And this is like a full coverage, but I like to put lots on under my eye, just because I'm so dramatic. Now I'm going to bake. I'm going to bake using my Beauty Blender and the CoverGirl Professional Loose Powder. And I'm gonna bake right down here as well. And I'm gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes. Okay, so while that's baking, I'm going to contour. So I'm going to be using the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. I'm just gonna take a powder brush and the dark peach color and just go over where my contour is gonna be, just to set it in place and to make it easier to blend. So I'm using the Makeup Geek Angled Contour Brush to do this with, and I'm going to take the middle color, this color here, and start contouring. Now I'm going to take the Real Techniques buffing brush to blend that in, and I'm just using little circular motions. Half of my bake is coming off. I'm just going to take a powder brush and just take all that powder, that excess powder off. Oh, that got in my eye. I'm going to be using the contour brush by Real Techniques to add some more contour here, and I'm just going to go in quick circular motions. And using the lightest dark color, I'm going to go on my forehead in little circular motions also. And on the jawline with the lightest dark color. They have names. I don't know why I'm not using the names. I messed up my hair. And I'm blending that in. But then I'm going to take this contour brush again and use the deepest color and really give it some depth on the hollows. Like so intense. And then I'm going to blend that in, and once it's blended in, it's gonna look really good, I promise. Okay, now I'm going to add some blush. I'm going to be using more of a dark pinky blush for this, and this is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Soft Color Blush in 220, and I'm going to use this powder brush and just apply it just a little bit because I don't like blush that much on me. Very lightly blend that in. Okay, now I'm going back to my eyes. I know I'm jumping all over the place. This is just how I do my makeup. So first I'm going to do my lower lash line, and I'm kind of debating what I want. Maybe pink, but I want like a toned down pink. So I don't know. So I'm gonna do a pop of pink under the eye, but I'm not going to be using the pink from the Gwen palette because I don't think it's just pigmented enough. So I'm going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette and using Totally Fetch in there. Oh my god. Fetch caught on. Anybody get that? Anybody know what I'm talking about? But before I do that, I'm going to use kind of a fluffy brush, but not as big, and I'm going to take Zone. Actually, I'm going to take Anaheim and just put that under my lash line. So so that we can create a transition. Now with these are both Estee Lauder brushes. I don't know their name. They're pretty old, so I don't know. Now I'm using a smaller one, more pencil-like, but not as stiff as a pencil brush, and I'm taking the Totally Fetch from the Bon Bon palette and putting that right under my lower lash line, really close to the lash line. And then I'm going back in with the other Estee Lauder brush and going back into Anaheim and just going over that to really blend it together. I don't remember what I was just about to do. I'm going to use an angled brush and the lightest color in the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and run that down my nose. Then I'm gonna blend that in. Then just with my finger, I'm going to run the first color in the Shade and Light palette just down the nose and then blend that in. Okay, so I'm going to do mascara and then false lashes. I'm going to be using the Stretch X Stretch Last Effect Mascara, and this is actually my favorite mascara recently. I'm just putting a light coat of this on just so that my lashes blend in with my falsies. Now I'm going to be using the Ardell Demi 120s for this look. Doing a workout, like it's that exhausting. Then I'm gonna take Define Lash Waterproof Mascara by Maybelline and do my lower lash line. Now I'm going to add some highlight. I'm using this new product I got. It's called Bronze Booster by Physicians Formula. This is in Shimmer Strobing. This is so pretty, oh my god. And I'm just going to be using a fan brush, and I'm gonna kind of mix all of these colors together. It actually comes with a brush in it, but I like my fan brush, so I'm literally mixing them all together. Make sure you pat off the excess powder because this is a really powdery product. So we're gonna put it on the tops of my cheekbones. Can you see that? Can you see how pretty that is? Then I'm gonna take a little smudger brush and mix all those colors together again and do it right on my Cupid's bow. Then I'm gonna add some, just a little, oh my god, that's not a little. I'm gonna add just a little bit to my nose though. So now for lips, I kind of wanted to do something really dramatic, but I don't know how dramatic I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna start by using the Annabelle lip liner in 405. This is really natural and I don't think I want that. So I'm going over that with NYX Lingerie in Exotic. Since that's not really the type of color I'm going for, I want something a little lighter. I'm taking Wet n Wild, A Short Affair, and I'm gonna apply that in the center. Now that just lightened it up just the smallest amount. And now I'm going crazy with this. I don't know why I'm adding so much. Now I'm using a MAC lip gloss in 65. I'm pretty much done, but I'm gonna take a makeup wipe. Usually I zoom into my eye when I do my eye makeup. Since I didn't do that because it's kind of about the full effect, I'm going to just zoom you in now so you can see a little closer. So that is the end of this video. I hope you liked it, but honestly this video wasn't made for like the tutorial. It was kind of made to be a slap on the face for everybody who thinks that people just wear makeup because they're insecure or they want to impress somebody, because like I said before, that's simply not true. Honestly, I just love to do makeup because it's fun. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all that stuff. Make sure you follow all of my other social media. It's all in the description below. Also, make sure you watch Nikki Tutorials' original video on the power of makeup. I'll also link that below. I hope I see you in my next video. Bye! I don't really know what I'm doing. I think my contact just came out of my eye for a second. It's on my teeth.